The Aeronauts is an Amazon film starring Felicity Jones and Eddie Redmayne. They're back together again since The Theory of Everything, which I actually never saw, so I can't really comment on that. But they star in this film. It's basically about you got this weather guy. He wants to become the first meteorologist and kind of use science to predict the weather, and all his colleagues think he's crazy. And then Felicity Jones, she is an aeronaut, balloon pilot, basically a hot air balloon pilot. And then she's got a past. Her husband was died on one of these things, and she doesn't really want to do it anymore. And Eddie Redmayne has to kind of talk her into it. And that's kind of your gist of the film. It's kind of a survival film. They're trying to go as high as anyone's ever gone before, and Eddie Redmayne is trying to use some kind of science to predict the weather. They never really go into it very much of what exactly Eddie Redmayne is doing. Like, sometimes he throws some pigeons out, and he's writing stuff down, but they never really go into detail on what exactly he's doing in order for him to predict the weather. And I will say, this movie, I saw the trailer and I was really excited about it. And it kind of was a letdown. It's kind of boring. I don't like the editing of the film, because it's one of them films where they cut back and forth. Like, they go up in the balloon and then they'll cut back and you'll get a scene of Eddie Redmayne's past, and then you'll see what happened in Felicity Jones' past. And they keep doing it. Every time they kept doing it, I was like, I just don't care. I want to get back to what's going on in the balloon, because I like that kind of stuff. I like a good survival movie, but it just never really got anywhere near as some of the good ones. And the stuff going on back in the past was never that interesting either. There's not a lot of chemistry this time with Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones, and I don't think there really was supposed to be. So it's just kind of a bland, boring movie. I do think visually there's a lot of cool shots and stuff here. And I mean, if you're really into this, I also think that this is not very historically accurate, because I started to do a little reading on it after I watched it, and it seems like a lot of this is made up. Like, I think Felicity Jones' character, I can't remember which. I think Felicity Jones' character never goes up in a hot air balloon with this person, or maybe her character doesn't exist or something. I can't remember. It's been a couple weeks since I saw this movie. But, yeah, it was okay. I don't think it was anything special, but it was worth watching on Amazon Prime. Glad I didn't go to the theaters to see it, if it even was in the theaters. So, maybe I'll have to check out The Theory of Everything, because I have a feeling it's probably a little bit better than this. But I'm going to give The Aeronauts a 3 out of 5. And until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.